Okay, Power Automate, formerly known as Microsoft Cloud, is a cloud-based service that allows users to create and automate workflows across various applications and services without the need for extensive coding skills. With Power Automate, you can simplify your life and cut down on the number of manual tasks that that you do in your life. Best of all, it requires no coding knowledge at all. Uh, Anyone could jump in, create an automation task, and then have Power Automate work on your behalf. Um, I show you step by step how you can do that. For today, we have the following agenda. Um, let's talk about some things related to what is Power Automate for, preparing the CRM, configuring the Power Automate, and activating and monitoring the flow. Um, what is Power Automate for? Here are a few examples of what you can do with Power Automate. You can perform a task, for example, send a tweet when a Google Sheet row is added. Automate processes, for example, invoice approval process. Send real-time notifications, for example, when a customer complaint is received. Send an alert to sales and customer success teams via email. Synchronize data and files. For example, when a new customer sign up, update their record in CRM, or you can collect that data. For example, an automobile service station can create an app to capture customer vehicle information and store information in their CRM. Regarding to CRM, it's not necessary to do a specific preparation of CRM. If you have an instance, or it is possible to configure flows using Power Automate. However, there are some aspects that I would like to highlight before starting. The Power Automate connector was deprecated. Now the Dataverse connectors must be used. And it's recommended to create a specific unmanaged solution to include the flows that are customized. Configuring the Power Automate. The process to configure a flow is as follows. Okay, let's get to Power Automate and let's head to the Power Automate page. I want to show you how you could create a new flow from scratch. To do that, we are going to work our way down on left hand side here. Great. And within the create view, I have a few different options. Automate flow, instant cloud flow, schedule. For example, I can start from blank. So start a new flow from scratch, and in that moment, we are going to go to what each of these option does, and I show you some examples. Uh, Down below that, you can also see some feature template collections. So there are groups of templates related to different areas. Uh, and then you also see a sampling of different services that you could run automations on. Um, Down below that, you can also uh, some connectors. Okay. So let's go back up to the top, and I'm going to walk through some of the different ways to you can start a new flow. The first way is an automated flow. Uh, I showed you how you could start off with just a blank automated flow. So if I click on this, I can uh, name that. So uh, uh, here it says, well, what is your trigger? In my case, is home CRM. So I'm going to search for Dataverse. Uh, and then you see the different triggers that are available. So there are a few different triggers that I can use. In this case, I want to go with uh, when a road is added. And then I click on create. Okay, environment, maybe table name, maybe contact, scope, organization. So I go ahead and click on a new step and within here. Uh, for example, I want send a notification. And then at this point, I could go ahead and save this. Okay. Congratulations. The new float has been created. I just created your very first float. Now, go to see all the flows that I have. Um, Over on the left-hand side, I could click on my flows. And when I do that, I see a list, this view of all of the different flows that I have. Okay, now in this case, I just have one flow. The others are SLA flows. One of things I could do is I could click on this, and this will bring me to a summary view of a new flow. So here I can see things like my 28-day run history. So every time it runs, I see a record of that. I can verify that my connections are still working, and some of the things I could also do is, uh, let's say, I could. I want to delete the flow because I no longer need it. I could do that. Uh, I can ever even turn it on or off. Okay. Um, Now let me go back to create. I want to show an example of an InstaFlow, the second option. With an InstaFlow, I need to manually trigger the flow. Um, so let's say by clicking on uh, um, by clicking on a button, and then that will kick off a flow. But similar, uh, for example, I don't know. So in this case, one of the things is sometimes, for example, my wife will come by and she'll ask me to say, take off the trash or do something else around the house. But I might be in the middle of doing something, and in which case I forget to do the task, uh, and then I get in trouble later. So it might be nice to have a button that I could click on, and then it remind me in say for, 10 minutes to care to care of whatever the task was. So in this case, I'm going to simply add a flow button for example, and then example notification. Uh, okay, save. Now, okay, I have the second flow. Okay, okay, let me go to create and here, so uh, okay, now, for example, if uh, if I want to create a schedule flow, um, I just like um, I could schedule a flow to happen at a certain time or a certain interval. Now, one of the things is every year my mom's birthday comes around, and I had forgotten that it's her birthday, and that doesn't look too good when I forget. So here I'm going to call the float birthday, um, and what I could do is my mom's birthday is on the, uh, April 22nd. Um, repeat every 12 months. For example, so basically every year this flood will run. So now let me go. Uh, um, then- so okay, my flows. Okay, I have three new flows. One of the things uh, one of the one of the things you notice is my life is getting simpler. I feel less weight on my shoulder as I add this float because I no longer have to remember these things. I no longer have to do these things. Uh, it's really making my life easier. And That's an overview of how you could start a new Power Automation or a new flow from blank. Uh, I also have some templates down below, uh, and I see some connectors. But I'm going to click in the field view into the full view, so we could see what's possible. When I click into templates, they show me all of the different templates that other people have already created. Now this will probably uh, take care of much of your automation needs. And here I can search for search for templates. Uh, Forest Nights is sorted uh, by popularity. By popularity. So by default, I could see what most other people use the ones at the beginning are are pretty compelling. And maybe automation that I also want to take advantage of. Uh, um, okay, all right. That was a quick tutorial of how you will use Power Automate to simplify your life. We have an instant of trial in which you can enter and apply everything you learned today. If you have any question, you can write me uh, on this email.